What's up, guys? This is Acid Roots. I'm here to review Yo Gotti's CM9 White Friday. So this retail mixtape is the first one out of the series too. This is the ninth one, and it's the first one to be for sale. You can pick it up in CD form, stream it, iTunes, all these different formats. So really, I'm proud of this. Meek Mill actually did this too. Both of these guys are pretty prevalent mixtape rappers. I'm probably going to wind up reviewing some of their mixtapes. Thing about Yo Gotti is he normally gets about one or two hits per project, but this one actually managed to get to 3 singles. Now the only one that charted was Castro, but that still is one of the best songs on here. It's kind of murky waters this past 8 or so months of folks doing this, mainly because it was a question mark if we're going to start releasing mixtapes for sale, what song is going to cause people to spend 10, 11 bucks on it. And I think Castro is a worthwhile addition. The other two singles, not as strong in my opinion, but they still are better than a lot of mixtape songs you're going to find out there. And I basically trust Yo Gotti to do a good mixtape when he releases them. So he's done 8 prior iterations of cocaine music, and they have some pretty good car music. You can definitely just drive to this. You can also clear your head, relax, have a drink, kick it in your backyard. There's so many different songs on here to really do that. And, I downloaded Cocaine Music 7 from 2012, and that one was pretty solid. He normally puts like 3 or 4 singles in there, and then from there you just have to kind of figure out the rest of the ones you want. But pretty much you're always going to have at least 4 or 5 songs to like by Yo Gotti, which is a plus. Really, I'm reaching a point where I'm not expecting to like the full album anymore, just enough to fill up a mix CD and something like that and call it a day. So obviously a mixtape is going to do this, but then the album, now that this kind of a semi pseudo album, it stands pretty well on its own. So like I said, I thought Castro was the best song on here. Kanye, Big Sean are on here, and it just has a real it doesn't really sound like club music as much as it does some sort of like things are getting ready to happen music, which, this is a good thing. Weatherman with Kodak Black. There are some folks on here that feel like up and comers or just really trap music type folks. Yo Gotti is known for this. And so this Weatherman was the second best single, I thought, and should be a decent song. I mean, it works. Blah 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 is another one. Most of the singles should be pretty well put together. It shouldn't take you long to like them. Free Lunch is a hot song, and so is Lifestyle, and then I'd say Off the Top. These are some more immediate ones just to go to. Now, obviously, he does kind of balance the album out, despite the fact that this is called cocaine music. It's not all just club music, car music, smoke music, and party music. There's also some extra stuff on here. Now, I, you know, just trying to think of the mood which you're going to put it in. So for a rainy day, it's good to have this just in terms. But like I said, just getting 4 or 5 songs and making a mixtape of like just Yo Gotti or mixtape rappers in general, I thought was the best avenue for this. That was pretty much my main insight to do, is just get a mix CD and then wind up listening to this shit. It's really the best way to go. Castro is just that hit that does it. I don't know how well it lasted last winter, but I think it stands pretty strong now. I don't know how much attention this album received, which is kind of the problem. I thought, well, all the stuff that happened, it did manage to get a CD format, but if it only sold like 80,000 or 150,000 copies, it's like, well, why, we need to start talking about Yo Gotti more. And he just released a project this month, June, which was with Mike Will Made It, and he's collaborated with him. He was popular several years ago, but has come back, and I'm glad for that. He might be doing a ransom project, and really, yeah, this is a good look for Yo Gotti. So as of recent, if you would have talked to me a year and a half ago, I would have said maybe Yo Gotti still has work to do. Really, I only liked the song Single back when I reviewed it last winter of 2016. But uh, I don't really, yeah, I also picked up I Am, which I'll probably review. And yeah, he's got pretty solid discography. So anything as in the mixtapes, go back and get a few of those. I want to review those. I mean, most importantly, I know obviously this is old, but the fun fact about it is just hearing intellectual conversations about something that most people don't do. Yeah, you can read a review on it, but it's more fluid to watch someone actually talk about it. So most people are too focused on the new stuff. I want to include some opinions and just go through some of the shit that he's done that's been chaotic. So I'm gonna give this album like a 7, just because out of 11 songs I wound up liking like 6, but then probably I'd say 81 would be a decent song. So 6 or 7 songs out of 11, it might as well just be, about a little above average. So that's the thing. The social score, I'll give it about the same. 3 singles, but 2 of them didn't chart that well or at all. So Castro basically carried this project basically like his normal mixtapes. As far as treading waters, I thought that was a good example, but I would like to have free mixtapes from Yo Gotti again. So that was kind of the thought. So yeah, fuck with this. It's easy enough to see.